Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Melaina Landriault and I want to thank you all for sharing space with me today. I woke up this morning to a continuation of this song the entire day. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. I just kept hearing that over and over and over. And the intensity of the wait really felt in the solar plexus in the gut. It was very begging. Sounds like begging. Felt like begging. Like, please don't go, don't move forward. Begging. Wait. And then this, they don't love you like I love you. So someone's in deep regret. Somebody might have a speech impediment. As I just tripped over my words. Somebody's in deep regret. And they're in maybe some denial of some sort of experience that they've contributed to. I also had a dream yesterday, and it was pertaining to a child walking in on either a parent or a parental figure. This felt like somebody close to the child. The parent that, like a mother or father type of figure. And there was some sort of inappropriate activity going on that the child walked in on. And it's caused the child to become very distraught. Now, before the child walked in, what I was observing in the flash of it, of this dream state that I was in, was the parental figure, or whoever this is to this child, was preyed upon by another to implement some form of structure that tarnished their imagery. So they manipulated a circumstance to some sort of advantage to create some sort of discord for the parent. Because it looked like rape in a way. The parent was sitting there and somebody came over and almost threw themselves on the parent in such a way at the exact moment that the child walked in, to gain some sort of picture of a dynamic that wasn't really occurring. So this was one aspect of the dream. So somebody could be creating some sort of warped experience in a child's mind regarding the truth of an existence, of truth. I don't know if that made sense. It's almost like whomever this is that had this vendetta against this parental figure, they went out of their way to create this illusion as a truth to emit from the parent for all to see as the perception of this parent. But the reality is it was fictitious. It was implanted. It wasn't correct. It wasn't the truth. And it discarded the parent's actual truth by, it feels like, a numerous amount of people. This child recollects an imagery of their parent or parental figure that isn't correct. And there could very well be some inner tug of war in regards to their their perceived perception of the past, or in that moment. This could be past, present, future energy. However, I felt like it was past, and where the current energy is what's been revealed. But place this how it fits, if it fits for you. Please use your discernment. But if you were to put yourself in a child's shoes who's been through this, and they see this parent, let's say, as upstanding, as their hero, as somebody of importance to them, and then they get this tarnished structure in a moment's time, a moment's flash, and there's this distortion, this discord now in the reality of what they're seeing and viewing and experiencing. So they're going through, and this is like an older child, this is like a young child, teen type of year, is what I saw in the vision. There was also some understanding, something with travel, and something to do with an alumni. You might be receiving some form of invitation, maybe opportunity based on some form of alumni in the future. Or maybe you've already received this. Again, past, present, future, place this how it fits, if it fits. So there's some sort of occasion where your presence is requested. And there is also this experience, like a visitation of the past, like visiting old friends with children. Maybe you have friends with the same amount of kids as you or one less than you. Some sort of equation in the mix of creation in regards to heading out for this occasion and perhaps an invitation for dinner to reconnect, an overnight stay. Maybe it's an occasion. This alumni invitation perhaps is an occasion to spend a weekend. Maybe it's not where you live. Maybe this is away. But there's something to do with this, and something to do also with sibling. Maybe the sibling also has connections with this family, or that particular weekend, perhaps they were going to be there, and maybe just your sibling, or I just saw a sibling to in relation to you. A sister in particular came up in the visual that I received. Yeah, so there's something about that. So some sort of regret, some sort of celebration experience that's inviting you to speak upon a topic of some sort, and an opportunity to visit with old friendships is in the energy right now. So we're just going to check into this energy and see what's going on. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm going to just shuffle this deck one more time here. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys have been enjoying the readings lately. I've been able to post a few more than usual, so I'm really pleased with this. Let's see what's going on in this energy here. What is going on with this child in turmoil? What's going on with this weekend away, alumni, old friends? What's happening in the energy? So we have a Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Nine of Cups. Okay. And I love you like I love you. And the Three of Wands is coming out in the mix. So with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups, somebody gets a lot of satisfaction out of a form of movement that they project onto you or create for you as instability due to their lack of integrity or lack of morality. They don't see something as wrong in the way that they treat you. And this gives them great satisfaction. Or fulfills some sort of desire. Maybe they've caused you pain. And the fact that they're getting desire out of this and they're projecting some sort of instability onto you that's creating some form of immoral behavior to occur to you. It gives me the inkling that they know that it's not okay, but they do it anyways. And they do this because they lack goals. They don't have a lot to look forward to. So this mere pleasure that they get out of hurting you is what keeps them stable and helps to expand some sort of experience of feeling something other than the lack that they have. This is somebody that's close to you or has been close to you. This could be an ex, but just because merely there is a child involved. It's like they're gaining of what they know about you, the foresight they have about you. They're gaining some sort of expansion of self in the way that they've been treating you. The way that people see them or view them because of how they speak about you. Because of what they put on your name. Somehow elevates them, or in their perception, they obtain some form of elevation. So this is what you've been dealing with. Let's just see here. Let's clarify. Clarify the self-expansion. Ooh. No, that's too many. One card, please. One card, please. Clarify lack of expansion. Clarify expansion of self. What are they gaining from this behavior? Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, just to clarify what they receive out of this expansion of self, this sort of projection onto you that propels them upwards. It's some sort of desirable experience that they get, some sort of high. It gains some sort of lust for power, is what this is giving. It's like they're very sadistic and cruel and very selfish. And they don't care at what costs they create for others, as long as they gain some sort of power from it. So they're power tripping is what this is indicating to me over on your energy. And what are they doing to the collective here? What is it that they're doing to gain this power? What is this lack of moral behavior? Ten of Wands. Very much burdening you. This is about oppression and suppression of you to move forward. So at all costs, they will go out of their way to ensure that you don't rise up above them. They might have problems with you because you may come across maybe authoritative or very solid in your structure. Perhaps you know who you are, you know where you're going, you have lots of goals, you're driven, and this person lacks those things. You can't shine brighter than they shine. This is the whole disregard that they're having. It's very disappointing to come across somebody like you in their eyes, and because of this, it creates this uneven, unbalanced experience for them. This is likely somebody who acts a little bit Jekyll and Hyde comes to mind. Like they're okay one minute and the next minute they're not. They have a fear of living life, and they are often in depression, and they likely are utilizing some form of maladaptive behavior to get through some sort of struggle that they're experiencing. This is likely driven from a traumatic point of view, from perhaps even childhood, that they've never probably spoken about. It's just rested within them, and they can't fathom how to release it. And that integration of such turmoil has risen into this behavior. I'm not a doctor. Just based on personal living experiences and what I have witnessed and experienced in my life, this is how I'm seeing this energy. If this is you, I encourage you to seek medical assistance that would aid you in releasing this. This Ten of Wands is also indicative of some form of orchestration, like a collision of forces that's very heartless in regards to people in personal relationship. It's a very insensitive energy. Okay, so that's just clarifying the Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups energy, and the Three of Wands energy. Let's see what's going on from the past where this energy began in this circumstance that's coming up for the collective. Justice. Justice. Okay, recent past. The Lovers. Ooh. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ten of Pentacles. That song came in my head as the Ten of Pentacles flew out. Okay. So with the Justice in the past, it's really giving me like an eye for an eye kind of feeling. Almost as though, and just the fact that the Lovers here is recently, and then this deck in particular, the Justice can represent the retributive justice. So them taking into their understanding of the dynamic of the choice you made in regards to maybe being in a relationship with them. And I'm merely saying that because there's a child at the top of this channel, the top of this understanding today, that is being manipulated in ways against a parent, or internally the picture that they're being represented with is conflicting in their understanding of the truth. So this Justice card coming underneath the Knight of Swords is about the activity, the lack of goals that one had, and their decision to lash out on you in regards to this circumstance. And then with the Lovers in the recent under the Nine of Cups, perhaps you've moved on, perhaps you've made the choice to move on, and perhaps you've found within the Lovers card, this can be implying like an actual love. Maybe you've met somebody else, but it could also be just finding this deep self of worth within yourself and falling in love with yourself and your being again, and making the choice to move on created that Nine of Cups energy, which is joyful, fulfilled wishes, desires, and complete satisfaction. So it's almost like I'm seeing a crossway situation here in regards to an old dynamic at play, or this could be spiraling out of context right now, consciously, presently speaking. This could be happening for someone right now where there's a dynamic where you're going to have to choose yourself, or you're guided to choose yourself. But what this is saying as a past dynamic is that somebody went out of their way to create some sort of turmoil to tarnish the way you were perceived, to move forward in some sort of power. But your choice to move away has really fulfilled you with a lot of peace and the opportunity to build material wealth in your foundation. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of wealth, and it's a card of a wealth that is going to be inherited by future generations. So we're going to clarify the Justice card. Okay. So when I'm looking at this, it seems to me that they gained a lot off of some form of loss in your past, being the justice card as retribute justice, an eye for an eye. It's like, I'm going to gain this because I'm taking this from you. And you're not going to have this because I'm going to have it. It's like, let's say you had a business and somehow affiliated with this person, you making a choice to move away, or perhaps there wasn't a choice. Maybe you had no choice and that was the choice and you had to move. And in that, I'm sure, unbearable decision to move forward away from a dynamic that was toxic, it sounds like, this unfortunately lost your business, or some sort of security was threatened. Your security was threatened. Sorry, not some sort. And your security was thus threatened. Your the Four of Wands being a foundational card, your homeostasis, like your foundation, your home, your happy home. The Four of Wands is very much a balanced dynamic. It's equilibrium card. It's everything. It also represents, like, if you think about what the meaning of it is that everything that has a beginning, like the happy beginnings with people, can also come to an end, whether that be a completed life cycle with that person, or a dynamic where the life cycle has changed and the quality of life is not the same. There's a choice, right? And the fact that it ended implies that you're now free to start from the beginning, and such as life and death, birth and death. So this is what this is clarifying. If that helps resonate or place it. Let's see here. Oof. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands. So this is the current energy. I'm going to take the two cards together just because they fell out together. Now, the Knight of Pentacles flipped out in reverse but not revealed. And the Page of Wands flipped out immediately to follow revealed. So what that tells me is that this person currently, it's like this look for something new, this constant need for some sort of adventure, excitement, some sort of exterior experience to create some form of achievement, of cheerfulness, of happiness, some distorted perception that what happiness is created outside of you. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is also showcasing this it represents being lazy or irresponsible in the reverse in this particular deck. And what I'm kind of showcasing, it's like this need to do the work but being too lazy to do so. It's just easier to look outside of myself and commit all of these exploring devices to create some sort of happy facade. But internally I struggle and I don't make my ends meet. I don't fulfill or follow through. It just seems like this spiraling energy of the same distortion that's continuing a cycle, and it's exhaustive. is how this energy feels. And again, it's like in the environment, when you see this person, they seem upbeat, they seem very happy, they seem like nothing's bothering them. They're out for like anything that's exciting, that's going to give them some sort of dopamine rush. And internally, though, they're very exhausted, and they don't think about what they're doing, they just do. Hence the irresponsibility of it all. It's like that, no thought of anybody else. Again, a very selfish characteristic implied during this read already is what's coming to mind, and not a thought of value to anybody else's experience. Just very selfish is what's coming up. So what's the emotions? No, sorry, this is not the environment. These two I took as the current of the energy. Although this did fall out, it could be the environment, but I'm going to take another for the environment, because I feel like this is the external, which is what you would see in the environment. So what is the actual environment? Page of Cups energy. And New Orleans is sinking now, and I don't want to swim. Do 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 do. Sorry, that song came in my mind. Something sinking, new beginnings are bursting. In this deck, this card is all about sensitivity and inner child. And it's underneath the Lover's card. And it's coinciding with the Page of Wands, adventure, cheerfulness. So it's like always wanting to be young. It's not wanting to grow up, is what it's giving. And it's also giving its atmosphere of deceit. It's like somebody not really containing the reality of a circumstance. It's living in the illusion that they've transpired up to this point, to cultivate pain for you. It's like this belief that whatever they've cultivated for you is going to continue to spiral, and they're going to have the power. And they're in this illusion of this idea or this facade that they've created about you as their truth. And they're living their life as such, like they're acting like everything is good. They're going out and they're having fun. They're being irresponsible with their affairs, their due diligences, and it's just this constant engagement with childish behavior is how it feels. And they're sinking fast, with the song New Orleans is sinking coming in my mind. What's the emotions here? Queen of Wands energy. And I think this is you. You're very sharp-witted, and you are very, you've learned to cultivate trust in who you are and in your intuition and in all that you envelop, moving out and into any construct. The Queen of Wands is very loving. She's very confident. She takes the initiative. She can be impulsive, but she's very independent. She is generous, and she has charisma. There's an energy about her that just exudes from her. And people sense this around her, even this ex. Hence the beginning. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait. Sorry. So it's like maybe this understanding of what was lost or what they've done, maybe in some way, shape, or form. I don't think this person really tentatively connects to the discord that they engage with. I think they just do what fits best and they move forward the best they can, holding whatever lie or facade. What's the outcome of all of this? What's the outcome of all this energy? I know we have a future energy of the Ten of Pentacles here. Building a new material foundation. Finding peace or having domestic peace. Nine of Pentacles. It's implying sacred space. You've cultivated so much growth in your time from whenever you were with that person that's been creating all this discord for you to now. You have really spiraled in independence or gained quite an astounding amount of independence. And you've learned to cultivate what brings you peace, with the Ten of Pentacles in this deck being domestic peace, and this card implying sacred space. You will go above and beyond for all of this to be maintained and kept. And this is what the outcome of this dynamic is. You within your independence and containing your sacred space. We're going to clarify this movement beyond, just to close out this read. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please, for the Queen of Wands energy. So we have the Moon card that came out in this clarifier. Now with the Queen of Wands, oh, sorry, not the Queen of Wands. With the Nine of Pentacles, the independence and the sacred space for you. But I think on the flip side, the other person that you left behind is living beyond their means and in scarcity, or they're beginning to understand that. But I feel like this is the justice, because you have been you went through that yourself. I feel like they placed you through the similar circumstances. And now that it's coming time for them to reap the justice, the retributed justice of what they've placed upon you, or you to get your justice because of what they have placed upon you. Sorry that I said that incorrectly. They're getting a taste of their own medicine is how this feels. Now the Moon is maybe you're feeling a bit insecure. Maybe you have a bit of PTSD, or not a bit. I hate saying that. Sorry. Maybe you experience PTSD, and moving out of this dynamic into this has been challenging for you. Or maybe there's something that's coming afoot that's creating this turmoil for you, that something bad is going to happen. Excuse me, I'm getting confirmation burps. Something irreparable. Maybe this is the projection. Maybe you're feeling the experience of what has been done, and this is all kind of coming out and around on you, and you're sensing it and feeling it. and it's creating this uncertainty. And I feel like for whoever this reading is for, this is what they wanted for you. It's like the circumstances seem unclear. Maybe you're building out of a dynamic where you lost everything, so you're in the Five of Pentacles, and you've just built up and you kept building up, and you're just going the best that you can to create what it is that makes your space sacred, what holds the sacredness of who you are in your authenticity. And because you're doing this, you don't want to, the word I'm looking for, you don't want to have anything get in the way of this, because in the past maybe you've had wholehearted trust in this person and they really threw you for a loop. I feel like there's something that could be coming out from the darkness, and this could also be something that you are potentially going to be coming into an alignment, not an alignment with, because I don't think this energy aligns with you, but I feel like whatever this is that you're feeling in regards to this outcome with the nine of Pentacles, and then that clarified by the moon energy here. I feel like there's something in the depths. There's something, because this behavior that's been going on, this destructive behavior that this child is seeing, it's like something that's been implemented that they're seeing. It's not correct. It's not accurate in what they understand to be the truth. And this is by far the factor that prevails it all, because you have an innocent one who saw through the facade of it. And I feel like the inner workings that they're going through to come to grips or understanding with whatever this has been for them could be what the moon is expressing as well. So just let's go a couple further here, please, into the outcome. What's coming out of the moon? With the Nine of Pentacles energy, sacred space. Knight of Swords. So a need to take resolute action with the Knight of Swords is coming into the energy here. Whatever this is, you're going to need to be assertive in your spirit. You know how you've grown in all of this experience to bring you to this Nine of Pentacles. You've grown intellectually, you've grown within your integrity, you've grown and evolved, and you've always had this center heart of the truth of who you are, or you've learned to become. And the moon energy implying there could be something hidden. The Knight of Swords is saying that whatever this is that comes out, there is a need for resolute action. And this action is going to be the determining factor that will help you to achieve your goal. And this is even when it's difficult, because it does feel like this is difficult. And this could be the energy, like maybe you know of something that's coming up. Maybe something has already transpired that's creating this depth for you to be wary of. And so this is just saying that whatever this is that comes around, you're going to fight it tooth and nail. You're going to stick to your guns, because it's going to be really positive for you in the end, is what this is stating. I heard they don't have he doesn't have a foot to stand on. So whoever you are dealing with, you could be a female, don't have to be, but I'm guessing you are, since you have a child with somebody. The Six of Pentacles is coming. Oops. Sorry, I just heard a noise. I don't know what I just said, but whatever I just said prior to that, that was maybe confirmation. I don't know what the hell just made that noise. The Six of Pentacles is all about an equal exchange. This is about balance. This is about energetically speaking. This is about balance. This is about equilibrium. This is about goodness, finding the goodness of the dynamic. And this is saying that whatever this is going to have to become some form of equality in measurement in regards to the exchange of this information, this experience, whatever it is. It's like the justice is coming in. Something needs to be harmonized and balanced. There is some form of, I heard slander that went about your name. There was some sort of discord that created disillusionment for a child. Or is that even the right word? Disillusionment or illusionment? I think it's disillusionment, because it's like they're toying between two realms, two worlds, two experiences, and one is leaving a bad taste in their mouth. So almost like it's not what they thought it was going to be, or something like that. Anyways, whatever this is, it's going to end in some sort of ability. You need to stand up for yourself, and you need to step into whatever this is and take action. And that alone is going to bring you into some form of equal exchange or goodness, some sort of good measure in regards to what has occurred. This is what I'm getting from the reading. I'm going to leave it here. If this resonates with you, I'm very glad that this could be helpful for you, or I'm hoping that this could be helpful for you, and I'm glad that you entertain sharing space with me today to gain some sort of insight into whatever this is that you've been dealing with. But it seems like you're cultivating a lot of great stuff. You have a nice material foundation that you have been accumulating over time. You've worked hard to get there, and you should be very proud of yourself. And whatever this is, I don't feel like this is going to be you've been through worse. I don't think this is going to be as hard as what you've actually been through with whoever this individual is. I feel like the facade is up, like the mask is falling. I think people are seeing the reality of a circumstance, and I feel like, again, with the moon card, something that has been darkened is coming up. So this could be a slow process, or this could be coming up soon. That's the illusion, that's the kind of energy of the moon. It's unknowing. But this feels very urgent to me, whatever this is, like the energy of it. So I feel like this could be like a pop-up of some sort, and you're going to need to assert yourself in a way that holds your values and your morals and your integrity at heart, because there's no need to lower your circumstance for another, but there is the need to stand your ground and show up for yourself. And that should lead to some sort of equal exchange in energy, or material gain, or some sort of peace and balance and equilibrium. I hope this helps. Thank you for sharing space with me. Until next time, take care.